Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today let us discuss in continuation of our skin series, a very important remedy that you all know and you've, I think, studied day in and day out in your college and in your practice, that is lachesis. But some of the few important entry points of skin symptom of lachesis, and the first one is the cicatrices, bleeding. Very important symptom of lachesis cicatrices, bleeding. As I told you, you have to compare this symptom definitely with phosphorus or sepia, but in lachesis the cicatrices are bleeding, and I've I think compared in my previous skin videos lot of remedies for cicatrices which break open, which are very painful, which are very tender, which are very bleeding. So just go and just watch the other skin videos so that you are able to differentiate the cicatrices of lachesis and other remedies. One more important symptom of lachesis in cicatrices is the pain of lachesis cicatrices is when there is change of weather. This is a very important symptom. The patient comes and says, since the season has changed, the weather has changed, the cicatrices have become painful, and this is a very important entry point of lachesis. Of course, we all think about the sensitiveness of the neck and the waist of lachesis, but this is also very important. As the weather changes, the cicatrices becomes very painful. With this, do compare one remedy which is very important, that is silicea, and one rare remedy, that is phosphorus. See how close lachesis, phosphorus goes in cicatrices. And third symptom, in lachesis, the skin is loose, so much so that it feels that the skin is hanging. Loose skin, as if the skin were hanging, is again a very important symptom of lachesis, and this symptom is very importantly marked in phosphorus. So do compare lachesis, phosphorus, and one more remedy, anti-improved. We have done lachesis, we have done anti-improved skin. So if you have not heard, do go and see the skin symptoms of lachesis and anti-improved. Phosphorus I'll maybe take in the next video. So these three symptoms of lachesis is very important. And the fourth one, that the itching. Itching of lachesis is aggravated in spring. Spring season means after winter and before the summer season. That middle season, the spring season, is again important symptom of lachesis, that is spring itching, and compare that with sulfur. Now, if you see in lachesis, the eruptions, the boils, and the furuncles, very important remedy furuncles, for boils and eruptions and furuncles, which are large. Now, this large is an important symptom of lachesis because when the furuncles are small, furuncles are like anthrax serum is there, or you can say fluoric acid is there, other remedies there, but in lachesis, it is the boils or the furuncles are large. Compare this with nitric acid, compare this again with phosphorus, compare this again with silicea. These also are very important remedies for these type of complaints. You can also see that epismel or lycopodium also has this symptom where the furuncles, the boils are large. One more symptom of lachesis that comes to my mind is hardness of skin and peeling off. Skin becomes hard and peeling off skin. This is again an important symptom. Again, compare this symptom with sepia, compare this symptom with silicea, compare this symptom with rustox, and see how close lachesis goes with phosphorus and silicea. And that's why we see that a lot of remedies we prescribe is basically of this phosphorus or silicea or anti-improved, but sometimes we fail to appreciate the symptoms of lachesis. That's why, because of the hardness and peeling of skin, it is given when the skin is inelastic, like in scleroderma. The skin is very tight. So inelasticity of skin is also lachesis. And if you see lachesis in inelasticity of skin, again compare that with phosphorus, silicea, and sepia, or rustox also. So again, I would like to bring to your notice how close phosphorus and lachesis skin comes together, and that's why comparative materia medica becomes very important. Because if the patient is in front of you and is telling you some symptoms, if you know only one remedy, you will prescribe that remedy. But if you know the comparative materia medica, at least 2 or 3 remedies, you will be able to differentiate and then prescribe. And of course, as I told you in my previous video of skin, the same symptom present in lachesis, that is numbness, insensibility after scratching. The patient scratches so much, the skin बोलता ना patient के भाई मेरी skin सून पड़ जाती है, कुछ लगता नहीं कि मेरी skin में symptom है. So numbness, insensibility of skin after scratching, very important symptom. Compare this with sulfur, and again compare this with phosphorus, and see again phosphorus, so close. And one or two symptoms of lachesis which are only present in lachesis, and that can be only present in lachesis, that is sensitiveness of the skin left side, or you can say eruptions black. Whenever if you see eruptions black, do think about lachesis. A very, very important remedy, a very, very important entry point of lachesis skin is skin rash black in color. These are the very important basic symptoms of lachesis which I have seen in my practice. Of course, in your maternity and repeat, there are a lot many other symptoms, but these symptoms are clinically verified in my practice. That's why I am sharing it with you. So my dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.